It's on, right? Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Say hi, Brittany.
Hi.
This video has been a long time coming because my computer is still down. We think we figured out the problem. I just have to get the money to order the part. But now, since we thought we figured out the problem, I was gonna film a video on my camera and put it on YouTube when we got the part. But now my camera is, well, non-existent because it'll turn on, but it's completely black screen no matter what we do. So I said I told Brittany I wanted to film on her webcam, and we'll upload it probably tomorrow or something like that. And hopefully maybe the camera will start working by then, because yeah. I don't really know how to start the topic of this video, and against her will, not really. I have asked Brittany to sit here with me because it's a very difficult topic. Back in... First, let me start with my IC. My IC is still horrible. I was supposed to have surgery, January probably? The interSTEM surgery I mentioned in one of my countdown to Christmas vlogs. But things kind of spiraled out of control, and that could not happen. And so I'm kind of like on an indefinite wait for the interSTEM. Back in early February, my mom, most of you know she's got poor health. She was put into the hospital for I think 3 days, and she had an extreme exacerbation or flare-up of her COPD, which is chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, for those that don't know. Some of you know, some of you don't. Back in 2010, January 27th, 2010, she was diagnosed with stage 4 lung and brain cancer. The lung cancer was 16.5 centimeters, and the brain cancer was 5 centimeters. This type of cancer alone, not even being stage 4, this type of cancer is very deadly. But she went through chemo and radiation and survived, obviously. And her health has just been up and down ever since. But in February, I think the 3rd, right? Like the 3rd, the 4th, we had to rush her to the hospital because her oxygen level would not stay up. And she was in there until the 6th. And she was as sick as I've ever seen her, even going through cancer treatment and before that, because before we even knew she had cancer, she had gallbladder removal surgery, and she was on life support for 5.5 days. This is when I was just 19 years old. For those that don't know, I'm 28 now, so that was that long ago, almost 9 years. But when they were gonna send her home after they got her to a stable level with the exacerbation, they were talking hospice care, but she told them, no, I don't want hospice. Because we've had a lot of bad experiences with hospice and other family members who have passed away before they should have. And she said, if anything, I want to try home health care. Which for us would be like a nurse coming out a couple times a week, physical therapy, occupational therapy, that kind of thing, to rebuild herself. And prior to this, with the home health, I'm trying to be discreet, I don't want to say the name, and it's hard to not say the name and talk about it. She was sleeping, 16, 20 hours a day. I mean, you can ask Brittany. It was bad. She was sleeping like all the time. When the home health care agency came in and started doing the physical therapy and the nursing checkup, she improved so much. And she had them for a total of altogether 2 episodes, which is the equivalent of 4 months. June 6th made 4 months since the initial discharge, and she She was discharged 12 days before her birthday, and she wasn't supposed to make it till then, which 12 days away, that's 2 weeks. I mean, come on, you know. But obviously she did, and you alright? Sorry. Obviously she did, but the chances of her making it to my birthday, which is just a month and a half later, was slim. She made it to that. Thank you, Lord, because that was my only prayer, that if he chooses to take her, please let her live to my birthday. And he did, so thank you, Lord. But things for us right now are not good. When she came home from the hospital, we got her a hospital bed, which has helped with her sleeping and her breathing. But now we're kind of at a what would you say?
Transitional stage.
Yeah, like a crossroads. We have some difficult decisions to make. Home health care is not really an option anymore, because she was doing really, really well with home health care. Then she got pneumonia. Then she got better. She got sick with something else again. And she'd get better and get sick, get better and get sick, get better and get sick. And even though when she was better, I don't say when she was good, but when she was well as she could be, she did really well with home health care. I mean, she was doing all of her exercises and everything like that. Things were good. I mean, granted, she wasn't running marathons, but, you know, she was doing good, considering where she came from. And now we're at, like Brittany said, a transitional phase where home health care, even though when she's good she does well, it's the back and forth that is troublesome. So we're in the process of discussing either palliative care, say it,
Or hospice.
And it's been really difficult. We had a hospice palliative care consult a few days ago. I won't go into detail, but the lady did not know what she was doing. She was horrible. I've gotten things straightened out now, but, you know, talking about those kinds of things are very difficult anyway, and she just made it much worse. I mean, she was contradicting everything their book said. Let's leave it at that, because that's basically what was happening.
Yes.
And this has been... So... This has been immensely hard on me. Not just as her daughter, but also her caregiver, because I have been her sole caregiver since this began almost 9 years ago. And when I say sole caregiver, I mean sole caregiver. Her care, I'm not going into detail because that's personal, but her care falls solely on my shoulders, and that's a lot considering my own health. And it's not her fault, and I'm not saying that, but you know, it's been hard. And this period in our lives has been harder on me physically, mentally, emotionally than even when she had cancer. You know, help. I don't know what to say. Help me. So unfortunately, we have some difficult decisions to make, and I don't know, even if my computer and my camera I can't talk. Even if my computer and my camera were working, I don't know if I'll be back. It depends on what kind of whirlwind we're thrown into when we make a decision as to what to go with. Once we got everything straightened out, it's explained to us like this. palliative care and hospice are very similar, depending on where you live. Some people, palliative care is what we as Americans call hospice. Hospice is comfort care, which means, you're, how can I say that?
You focus on comfort rather than healing.
Yeah, quality of life rather than quantity, right? I don't want to sound, I guess.
It's basically you just focus more on comfort.
Yeah.
And system management.
Yeah. Whereas palliative.
Symptom management.
Yeah. Whereas palliative focuses on, yes, symptom management and comfort, but everything pretty much stays the same as it was before. If we were to choose palliative care, she would have a nurse and a social worker. The social worker would be here just on occasion to make sure things get done, but the nurse would come out periodically, not necessarily once a week or anything like that. Periodically, how are you? How are things going? And if anything happened where she got another exacerbation, I could call them and be like, I need your help. She's having a hard time breathing or whatever. And they could bring antibiotics and do IV antibiotics that would be prescribed by her primary care doctor, right? She listened in on the phone call so I could have an extra pair of ears, because this is, like I said, been very highly emotional for me, and I wanted an extra pair of ears there just in case. Whereas with hospice, she would have a nurse come out at least, possibly more, once a week, and a CNA, which is like a personal care assistant, to help with bathing and dressing, helping her get dressed and stuff like that. And really? Shut up, Brittany. Shut up, Brittany. Okay. Back to the situation at hand. I guess we did kind of need a laugh to break up the...
Yeah.
But, yeah. Not that kind of way. I don't know. Help me. I've lost my train of thought. Which is the journal.
Oh, yeah.
On the shelf over there by her bed. I want to show you guys what she got me for my birthday. I know. We'll fix it. And it's been very helpful. Actually, I just started doing it, but I want to show you guys. I'll let her explain the story behind it, and then it's on the shelf over there by the TV. See it where the gloves are? There you are. Sorry, guys. This is one of the things she got me for my birthday, and it's relevant to this conversation, so I'm gonna hold it up where you guys can see, and then she can explain. Come on, focus. I want it to focus on the title. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, maybe. It says Coat of Many Colors on that side. And then on this side, it says, it looks like this. And it says Fuller House, right? Fuller House theme. And explain the colors, because it's really cool.
Where I got this, let me shout out.
Yeah, because it's really cool. I'll leave her information, like her name and stuff, in the description.
And the girl has made a business out of her art. What she has something called, I don't really know how to pronounce it, but it's like synesthesia. It's where
the Criminal Minds episode.
Yeah.
That would help.
There was a Criminal Minds episode about it. It affects everyone differently, but it's basically where your senses can get mixed. Like, you can taste music, or you can like hear colors, or if you hear something, you see a color.
Like in the Criminal Minds episode, the guy, he could see in his mind, he could see every word you were saying, and if the words were like red, you were lying. If the words were green, you were telling the truth.
Sometimes if you see a color, you can taste something. It's where your senses are basically kind of mixed up. But anyway, she can hear melodies, music. So she made a business out of basically painting what she sees.
Yep, she sees colors with music.
Of different songs, and she customizes. You can order any song. It's very custom and personalized. You can, if there's any way, you can give her any kind of link, anything, and she will paint the song or whatever you request. She's had some,
and she'll put it on anything too. Just about.
Yeah, she sells canvases, notebook, like sketchbooks like this, the bookmark, which is the same Coat of Many Colors by Dolly Parton.
Of course. Because y'all know, if you've been following me for a long time, that's like my favorite movie ever.
And she just recently started doing buttons, and she does bags.
Does she do shirts?
No, not yet.
Not yet. I wouldn't put it past her to do it though. But
yeah.
If you know anything about the song in the movie Coat of Many Colors, it's about Dolly Parton's patchwork coat that her mom made for her. And if you look at the pattern of the paint, it's kind of patchworky. Wait.
Yeah.
You get the point. It looks like patchwork a little bit. And I think that's really cool. But anyway, I turned it into kind of like a...
And the magnets. She does magnets that are really
like
cute.
for your refrigerator and stuff.
Yeah.
So
I've ordered a bag, a magnet,
you
a
didn't tell me
book.
about a bag.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just really cool. If you can send her anything, send her any kind of link. She's done covers. She's done really abstract things like abstract theme songs. So it's very customizable and it's really cool.
And the songs don't have to have words either. It can just be music.
Yeah.
And the relevance of it was I have turned this into my kind of like daily events journal. Like if I'm stressed out, kind of like a diary of sorts, but just kind of like write down the events of the day and the date and all that, and just so I can reflect and look back, just in case,
Yeah.
just so I can have like something to reflect on. And if I'm really stressed out, I can sort of take it out on the book.
Yes.
And
she has a bunch of songs like on her website, so if you want to order any of them songs.
And also, I just want to kind of like publicly say thank you to you, because I have cried so much through this whole situation, and she has been there through it all, and I owe you so much. I do. I owe you a lot, because you've been there for everything. And I mean, I've cried, I've gotten angry, and even though those emotions are valid and right, without her and one very specific other person in my life, there's no way I could make it through this, because my mom and I are all each other has. I mean, we are each other's everything. Are you okay? Mom, are you okay? I mean, we are each other's everything. I mean, where you see one, you see the other. We are never apart. I mean, and so this has been extremely hard, but a small piece of, I'm going to say, for lack of a better way to say it, silver lining has come out of this. When you're on home health care, you're not allowed to leave the house. You're strictly homebound. But when you transition to either palliative or hospice, you're free to go and do as you please. As you're able, of course. And for 6 months, we have been, because it was before she even, had to go to the hospital, for 6 months, we have been homebound. And we didn't go anywhere to begin with except for doctors. and Walmart. And the only place we've been in 6 months is the doctor, because that's all you're allowed to do when you're on home health care. You can't go anywhere and do anything. So this Saturday, we're gonna have our first day out in 6 months. So I mean, it's just everybody else that would be no big deal, but we are gonna like go spend the day in Walmart and just chill, because you've heard the expression, I've got cabin fever. Okay, well, times that by 1,000, plus the stress level with all this. We need to get out of this house. And we were gonna vlog it, and my stupid camera will work. Maybe we can. But, like I said earlier, I don't know if I'm gonna be back. It depends on what this whole process brings. I would like to, if I can get the stupid camera to work, I would like to vlog a few times, you know, just for my sake, and maybe post them. I don't know. Depends on how bad they are and how bad things might be and how bad things might get, because I don't know, you know. I hope to be back. I want to come back, but that's not my focus right now. And so I guess that's about it, isn't it? This is going to be a super long video, and it's not going to be edited nicely, as you'll see, but that's kind of out of my hands right now, you know, and hopefully you guys will understand. I'm trying to fool around with the camera to make it work, but it ain't doing it, so I might as well give up. Hopefully you guys will understand, and just, I'm asking you, everybody out there, whether you're a subscriber or not, please keep us in your prayers. Because there's a lot about my situation that you guys don't know, that nobody will ever know, that is very painful. Things I've been through that, you know, will not be discussed. But just know that on top of what I told you is taking its toll. And I really need prayers, and my mom needs prayers, and just please pray. Have I left out anything?
No, I think that's about it.
Okay, so hopefully I will talk to you guys soon. Provided the camera will work again. I hope I don't have to buy a new one, because I don't have the money for that right now. But until next time, bye.